So, greetings, folks, and welcome back to SheepWorld, where today we're back here at the building that will bring us happiness, because it is a resort building, and resort buildings are nice to be in. I can vouch for that because I've been in resort buildings before. So today we are doing the rooms, and today I've also installed something very special to help me with this. Hold on, I'm gonna get a stick from the trees I cleared over here. Yeah, I'm doing a bit of terraforming on this beach and like some other places too, off camera. Because like there's gonna be things here eventually, like other resorts. After all, this is Paradise City. And you can probably see now what I've been up to. Because I've installed Litematica on my PC. Or Minecraft, whatever. How does this thing fucking work? Oh. Schematic placement. It's the first time I've ever tried placing one of these bastards before. So I probably need some placeholder blocks just in case. So, Litematica, in case you're wondering, is a little schematic mod that you can use to help you place stuff and like blueprints and stuff. That's a horrendous explanation. You'll see what it is in a moment as soon as I figure out how to do this because I've never like used this before. Alright, so that's the name of the resort. Not that it really matters that, or not. Alright, so I've loaded the schematic for the room. I don't know how to use this. I also am using fabric for this thing. I'll leave a link to all the stuff down in the description. So this is the first time I'm showing this. You know, back in my day, we used to use Forge for this. None of this pussy Litematica, no fabric stuff. Can't believe Forge has been overtaken by fabric, it seems. Whatever. That's neither here nor there. Bit of a concerning issue that's being raised. I'm not exactly sure how to rotate this. Which I'm going to need to rotate, of course, for placing it on this side of the build. But for now, placing it on this side is fine, but I'm going to try to figure out how to rotate this thing. Also, don't need this grass block anymore due to how it's being placed. Wonder? Fuck. No. No! 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 Get right there. Stay right where you are. Good boy. I'm gonna have to, like, maybe pull up a video to do this, because it's getting annoying. Alright, chat, I figured it out. I figured out how to rotate and solve all our problems. Now, for now, that we know... now that we know how to use these things, I'm just going to leave those to rot for now, because I want to build all the intermediate walls first. This might not be enough sandstone, damn. I'm gonna keep the little stick, though. I like the little stick. But, yeah. Oh shit, I'm gonna have to destroy all these too. That's slightly annoying. Whatever. It's probably gonna be a very boring part of the video since it's just gonna be, placing these down. So, I can talk about how revolutionary it's gonna be. So, now I've figured out how to, like, install Litematica and stuff, which is actually very easy. I can now finally return to that Nostalgic Isles build, which I abandoned until I could figure out how to use Litematica. Also, instead of using the Forge launcher thingy, I'm using Modrinth to download the Litematica mod, which is, well, what was I gonna say? It's a lot easier to use your original worlds on Modrinth installed mod things than on the CurseForge loader. That's a good way to explain it, probably. Also, just because I'm using Litematica for this doesn't mean I'm going to be using Litematica for every build. Like, I'm still probably going to have to, like, come up with, like, a lot of builds, like, from my own on-the-spot mind. Like, this isn't me gonna, like, start building every single thing in creative and stuff and pasting into my world. I'm just doing this because it streamlines the process of, like, repeating all these rooms a lot easier, because you just design one room in a creative world and paste everything onto the survival world. Alright, I think I'm done enough yapping. Oh my god, these are going to be a problem, probably. Alright, I've done enough yapping. I'm just going to finish the other 2 floors now. You get the basic idea. And yeah, I'll be back. Alright, so I've gone through. I've built up walls for all these places. I was originally going to make a room here, but I decided to save myself from the headache of redesigning the room. I'm just going to make this into a freaking supply closet, which I was going to do anyway. Next, we got the upstairs, which, since it's all going to be special suites, it's only going to be one room right here, which is also probably going to be a supply closet at some point, but since I've changed my mind on what the supply closet is going to be, I'm going to have to move this balcony over. No, that's too big. All the patrons must have the same size balcony comparative to the room they purchased. So the poor people get the smaller balconies, and people rich enough to get the suites get the suite balconies. And of course, we all got these communal balconies. So right here, we can just replace the wall. And this is like a brain-dead simple design for a sliding doors looking thing. I can just do boom, 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 boom. There. Ah, it looks good. First question. I only have 2 of these placed, but I wonder. I'm starving. That's the first thing I'm going to do. Second thing I'm going to do. Press M. That was not M. This is M. Why is there 3 loaded schematics? The fuck's the other one? So I got 3 loaded schematics. I know where 2 are. I don't know where the 3rd is, though. God damn. Alright, so now we just gotta figure out the material list I need, which I'm just going to use the multiplier for. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So that's 6 rooms I'm gonna build on the first floor. And then why is it so laggy all of a sudden? What's my FPS? Jesus Christ! There is no reason to be this laggy. So that was 6. So 7, 8, 9, 11, 13, 15, 17, 19. So 20. There's going to be 20 regular looms in this damn thing. So if we go back in here, apparently there's 3 loaded schematics. I do not know where the 3rd one is. So 20. Where do I go to figure that out? Configuration menu problem. No. Shit. Ah. So loaded schematics. Oh, fucking hell. It's starting to glitch out the text again. Load schematics. No. Schematic placements. Configure. We got material lists. Multiply that shit by 20. And we need all of this shit to build this. Alright, so I hopefully got all the things I need saved onto there. So let's propeller styles out of here. And I'm going to have to go do a supply run for all the stuff. But thankfully it's going to be a single supply run. Because now I know everything I need and more. Actually, I don't know more. I do know more. I know something. I know things, guys. My memory was not light by the elites. Don't worry. Alright, so here's the final schematic right here, which I am about to load. Let's just load this up. And then we just need to rotate this thing like 180 degrees. So that's MP, configure, rotate. Then just need to readjust its placement, and there we go. That's probably the most annoying part of doing these schematics, having to place or position them all down. But that's far better than having to place them individually. You're having to constantly check that you're placing them correctly. So we should just be able to easily place them like this, yeah. Like, clearly, this should not be placing this easily. Oh, shit. Okay, I need to be paying at least a little bit of attention to how I'm placing these, it seems like. But overall, it's going to be very easy. So yeah, I'm just going to have to place these in all the places that it tells us to. I'm just going to color or uncolor them every time we do it correctly. So everything is a very nice and streamlined process for us. And it's not going to be too interesting either. So I'm probably just going to time-lapse this for now. Guys, look at this. I can do the middle placement trigger thingy. I can so easily build these 9 dots to pull them from my inventory, because look, I just have to do the middle click, and even though it technically isn't a block there, it pulls up the block I need. It's so convenient. God damn it. Of course, it'd be useful if I could actually place blocks properly. How is that improper? Okay. Oh, god damn it. Alright, that's proper now, apparently. And I forgot to bring paintings over. Shit. Well, I can bring paintings over later. You know, it's the flint and steel. Because I need to light these things up. Yeah. Oh, god damn it. Alright, so now it works. Alright, so for our last room upstairs, I'm not going to bother setting up the schematic because I already have a good grasp of this room layout, and um, these are using blue wood now because it's the color. And since that schematic's based on the idea that I'm using sandstone instead of blue wood, it won't really work. Also, this is the last room too. I have very interesting things to say. I should start a podcast. No one would watch that. Or maybe millions. There's literally no in between, I feel like. So don't mind me just obsessing over the idea that this needs to be perfectly in line with the others. Holy fuck, get out of here. Thank you! Alright, so the washroom went like this. There are beds right here. Get out of here, Ron Flash. Got the side tables. This one has the candle. And this has the pot. Got the TV stand. That is not how you do it, but I'll fix it in a second. TV stand. Holy shit. TVs. Oh my god. There. TV stand. TV stand. TV stand. We got birch trapdoor, birch trapdoor, birch trapdoor. Levers. And then shelving. Where's the final trapdoor go? Did I accidentally bring one extra trapdoor, or is there like a trapdoor missing somewhere? I hope it's the former, because I do not want to look through every room here. But let's just say, for the sake of the argument, and for the sake of this video's time, that we're finished. We got all the basic rooms done. They look really good. I am definitely going to be using Litematica again at some point. I'm not exactly sure when, though. So, yeah. Actually, I know one project I'm going to need it for, which is the Nostalgic Isles. But yeah. Thanks for watching, and next video I'll finish the interior of this building, and then we'll go on to build the other fun things around here. Bye.